What's going on? Cold combos. Let's get started. We're going to talk about struggle or setbacks. Setbacks is what I want to go for. Currently, I'm in a setback. That's where we're going to talk about it. I have like tendonitis in the elbow, tennis elbow, whatever. It's hindering my ability to, play a little basketball, shoot some threes. Obviously, in the gym, it's hindering me there. It's just painful. It sucks. But in life, sometimes we can't just go forward with everything we have. Sometimes, a lot of times, most always, life is going to be ebbs and flows. You're going to feel like you're making really fast progress and really be able to push it, and you're cruising, and you're just feel like everything, like you're unstoppable. You can do anything in business and relationships and, life and making money and all that things. And then all of a sudden, you're going to hit a roadblock. You're going to get stuck. Something's going to happen. You're going to get an injury um, if you keep pushing at that same pace. So there's times to reassess, adjust, and kind of just like sit back and just wait in that painful state. Just be like, all right, this is just part of life. This is a hurdle I have to get through. Sometimes I just have to give myself some grace. I have to be patient and follow the process. Be like, now my arm's soaked in this tub. It's super cold, and hopefully it helps in the recovery process, which it should. Obviously, rest is best, so I'm avoiding things that puts more stress on my elbow. So I have to look at that. I could try to push through it, and it could lead to a greater injury and set me back even further. Just like sometimes in life, you're really pushing, you're killing it, and then you get the flu, you get sick, you have an injury, something happens in your life, family, you never know. Setbacks are going to happen in life. It's pretty much guaranteed that you're going to have something that's going to, hit you where it hurts, and you're going to have to regather. It is a test of you and your resilience, your grit to get through it, right? Like I said, sometimes you just need to let things go and take a deep breath, relax, and realize, like, okay, here's where I have to make the adjustment, right? Here's how I have to deal with it. You don't have to be happy about it. You don't have to be excited about it. You just have to realize, like, yeah, sometimes life hits you where it hurts. It messes up your plan. It doesn't work with what you have going on, but you have to just chill out, mellow, figure a way around it, figure a way through it, figure out how to get past that setback. Like I said, sometimes it's just about sitting with yourself and taking that little break that your body, your brain, your mind, your emotions need, so you can be like, okay, this is a process. All right, can I reassess my training program because now my I got some tendonitis in my elbow? Was I doing too much of X? Was I not doing enough of Y, as in like stretching mobility? Should I have been training my arms a little bit more frequently? Should I have been doing this repetitive motion too much? How can I avoid it? How can I get a training modality to help solve it faster? Can I go get massages? Can I do soft tissue work? Can I do all these things that will progress this at a faster rate? So it's about moving those goals sometimes and making adjustments in accordance to your life and your plans. So obviously, my goal is to recover as fast as possible, get back to where I can do my normal routines, get back to this where this isn't nagging and taking away from something else I'm working on. So I also want to assess sometimes when we have a setback with something, it destroys everything else we have going for us. So you have to realize, like, just because my elbow is hurting, I'm not gonna not do the things that I want in business, relationships, and all those other areas. I'm not gonna just be like, life sucks, I quit, it's too hard, it's too tough. That's where I think a lot of people go, because mentally, right? When things suck, you don't want to push through it. You don't want to do it. You want to feel bad for yourself. You want other people to sometimes feel bad for you. But let's get it, like, you don't have the opportunity to do that if you're in a situation where you don't want to be. If you're only at 1 million and you want to go to 10 million, well, you got to push through that ceiling. If you're only making 20,000 a year, if you're only making 10,000 a year, and you want to get to 20,000, 50,000, $80,000 a year, well, then you have to assess. It's like, okay, well, I need to develop more skills. I need to work on this. How can I move up in my current career path? How can I possibly go get more training and jump careers so I can move up the ladder? It's not always about money. Obviously, I talk about money, making more money, all that great stuff. Sometimes it's not about more money. Sometimes it's just about more flexibility in your life, so you have more time for your family, kids, or even yourself, right? I love to recreate probably more than most people. Mountain biking, working out, basketball, skiing, snowboarding, surfing, right? Those are awesome things that I really enjoy doing. If I work so much and focus on making money all the time, then I don't get to do those things as well. So you have to understand who you want to be and what to expect in that life. That doesn't mean you can't become a multimillionaire. It just means like if your whole goal is not focused on that, then you're probably not going to be able to get to do those things, right? Like obviously Mark Zuckerberg, I'm assuming, and Elon Musk didn't get to enjoy the fruits of their labor when they were building Facebook, Tesla, and all those things. They were knee deep in all those things, and now they're doing jujitsu. Zuckerberg's, surfing and doing all the things that he does, that he enjoys, and all that great stuff. And he's working on his relationship probably more so now because he's in a situation where he has all the resources at his fingertips. He doesn't have to be, as involved as much as he is. They hire the right people, and that brings me to a great point from a setback is, do you have people in place that can fill your shoes, or are you the sole person that is responsible for everything? If that's the case, when you go away or when you have a setback in your life and you need to hit the brakes and make adjustments, well, you're going to be up a creek. So this is where hiring uh, talented people matter. And you have to look of like, do I have talented people in place? Do I have systems in place that I can move away from it and focus on really what I want to do, and or focus on high level stuff, and then get all my people that are trained and I have systems in place that will run like a machine. No different than, let's say, somebody quits or you have to fire them for whatever reason, then you have to let those people go. But if you don't have a system in place, you don't have team members in place, training in place, that you can put somebody right in and they can hit the ball running, or hit the steam rolling, whatever that phrase is. If you can't get them, it's going to take a lot of time and effort out of your plate to then retrain them, all that stuff, and then person might quit. You will need to create the systems in place so you can be more successful. Obviously, like I said, we always have information for VAs. We have a thing where we can create systems for you, help hold your hand through that process. We have coaching and consulting, accountability coaches. All those links are below. You don't need to work with us. Obviously, these videos are about looking at your life and helping growing in areas that we are struggling with. Setbacks are something that are going to happen in life. Setbacks occur. You're not going to avoid them. You might be so well positioned and have so many systems in place with yourself and with your teams, your organization, that it runs smoothly all the time, so nobody would even notice that you were gone. Obviously, when it comes to our own human bodies, you might have systems in place where you reduce the chances of being injured or having a setback physically, mentally, and emotionally. So those things are all great. So those things are all to assess to start implementing those things in your life. Hopefully this was helpful. Setbacks do suck, but have some grace, create some systems so you can be more effective in the future. And like I said, here's to your success, and keep pushing on. Take care.